it's Kevin. In previous weeks, I've been sharing with you how you can go about creating a great roadmap. Now, this is all for naught without execution. This is where a lot of people get stuck. Or you end up with a great plan that gets stored away in your desk for the next 12 months, and you get to the end of the year wondering why you haven't achieved what you had set out. So today I'm going to share with you two things. Firstly, how to keep motivated on the path of your roadmap. Secondly, I'm going to share with you a different way of understanding what you need to do. So whenever I look at strategy, both for my own business and also for that of my clients, one of the first questions that I ask is, what if I did the exact opposite? And I'll explain this a bit further by giving you a couple of examples. When you look at many of the greats in business, they've been successful because they have done the exact opposite of what was happening in the market at that point in time. A few years ago with my iPhone, each new model was about getting smaller and lighter. Then Samsung came out with a larger iPhone. Now iPhone, for a long time has been considered the leader in this field, gives you the option of a larger iPhone, the exact opposite. Warren Buffett, quoted as being the best investor in history, has a famous saying, be fearful when people are greedy and greedy when people are fearful. Well, these are just two examples of many of market leaders doing the exact opposite of what you'd actually expect. So I'm going to put this in the context of your plan. You've created your roadmap. Some people have natural motivators towards something. So if you do A, B, C, D, and E, you're going to achieve your end goal. That's what motivates you. But for some of you, that's not an innate motivator. Yes, you might get initially pumped up, and this is what happens with motivational speakers. You go to their talk, their seminar, you get pumped up, but the excitement falls away, things fall flat, and it becomes really hard work. But what some of you are motivated by is moving away from pain. So it's not the pleasure and excitement of what you're going to have that motivates you, it's the exact opposite. So look at how you operate. I ask you to think about, how do you work? So do you work better towards something? So I'm going to have this, this and this, or do you think to yourself, I'm really not happy with what's happening in my life, I'm working too hard, too many hours, not enough profit, don't have the lifestyle that I want, and you need to move away from that pain. The more you understand what motivates you, the more likely you'll end up achieving your end goal. Secondly, sometimes we overcomplicate things. So rather than focusing on what you need to do, you need to understand what you can get away with not doing. What can you strip away from your roadmap? What can you stop doing? You're probably thinking, well, I need to do steps A, B, C, D, and E to get to the end goal. But often that's not actually the case. I'll give you an example. I've got a client that wants to franchise their business. Now, as a business advisor, that really excites me. However, when I analyse their business, what we got to understand is their business is focused on 5 products. If we stripped away 2 products and focused on 3, we would have far more time for the things that we were far more profitable in. In addition, even after we did this, if we focus on franchising, whilst it might produce additional profit further down the line for them, it came at a level required and an effort and risk that was required that was just not in line with what they wanted to achieve. So if we focus just on those 3 things, forget the franchising, we achieved exactly what we wanted to do, and actually more. So sometimes it's not about what you need to do, it's about what you need to strip away and get rid of. So 2 things I'd encourage you to focus on. First, understand what motivates you. Is it the pain or is it the pleasure? Secondly, it's not just about what you need to be doing, it's about what you need to stop doing. See you next week.